There it goes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the most generic podcast on the internet. My name is Josh Hawks. I am the 303 Ninja. And right over there, she is back from her hiatus. It is the beautiful and beautiful and talented Miss Savannah.
Miss Talented.
Miss Talented. Her talents are misused constantly on the show.
Right. Miss Talented. That's right. Hello. Good evening. It's great to be back.
Perfect. Even further over there, he is my podcasting partner for life. He is the other guy. It's Mr. Francis Fernandez.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm so happy Savannah's back.
Why?
We've been missing this dynamic of,
Oh, yeah?
you know, because Josh and I hate to say it, but we don't giggle as much as you and I do.
No. We have our own type of humor that happens, but it's definitely not very giggly.
Well, I missed you guys too.
Aw.
Yes,
I was in Florida.
Well, you're in
and,
freezing ass Florida.
It was 40 degrees, which was still 80 degrees warmer than it was here, but it still sucks, you know? Like it just you go to Florida to go to Florida, and
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you would think by
Go there for the oranges.
Oh, you would think by changing 80 degrees in temperature that you would hope for more than 40.
right.
Yeah.
There was one nice day that it was like 78.
Oh,
And,
nice.
so we went to the beach that day. Don't worry, I still wore my SPF 80 and large hat and stayed out of the sun as much as possible. But we did walk along the ocean, you know, like that Toad the Wet Sprocket song, and
Or that one director guy, Neil Blomkamp, or whatever his name is. And
What?
if I have one bit of advice, it's to wear sunscreen.
Baz Luhrmann.
Baz Luhrmann. Whatever.
I was
Neil
like,
Blomkamp.
Neil.
I mean, you know, they both have unusual last names. So there
Yeah.
you go.
We didn't really do much, and it was great. It was fine because we were just like, fuck it, we're on vacation, and that's what that was.
The point of vacation is to forget.
To do fucking
Everything.
nothing. Yeah,
Mhm,
it was
mhm.
great.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, I was saying that it would kind of suck to go out there with no money and just sit on the couch and, you know, play on the Switch all week.
That's
But
what we did.
apparently that's what happened anyway. So maybe I should have gone
Yeah.
and
You would have fitted in perfectly into the
Yeah.
environs.
It was fine, you know.
Good. Sounds like a blast.
It was.
yeah. Speaking of blasts, did anybody have a blast last night?
Last night.
As we record this, last night was Valentine's.
Oh,
Valentine's.
Valentine's.
You guys are both officially with somebody. Well, I say that because I am not officially with somebody, right?
Yeah, I guess so. That's true. Yeah,
Right.
it's well known. I don't. Savannah doesn't necessarily advertise it. Oh no, I guess you did through a.
You did publicly
Instagram post.
advertise.
I honestly don't care about that, but he made the decision, and I went, okay.
Oh, to
Facebook official. That's right.
Hmm.
I don't give a shit about that kind of stuff, but
Oh, I didn't do that. I'm not. I don't have a girlfriend. I didn't make it Facebook official.
oh
It
my
doesn't-
god,
It's not
Francis,
real.
It's not real.
Unless I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, for
damn.
the last like 9 years, I haven't had any relationship status on my Facebook.
Yeah.
It didn't say in a relationship. It just didn't say anything. So, but yeah, I don't know.
Mine says complicated.
Oh, why?
No.
Well, I mean, I
I
guess
just love that that's an option.
I mean,
It's like,
technically,
this is a great
Francis,
option.
you can leave it as complicated just because of the distance in between, right? That does complicate
Yeah, that is
things.
complicated. Yeah.
But no, I wasn't feeling very good. Yes, I had a migraine all day yesterday, so I was very out of it. And he played the new Pokemon game on his Switch, and I started watching Love Is Blind season 2.
Because you didn't get enough of it in Florida.
Did you catch
and
up
you're
on Peacemaker?
What?
Did you catch up on Peacemaker then?
I didn't. I wasn't in the right mindset for it. I'm not, because it's done now, right? Like it wrapped, or did
Yes.
it not?
I think it's
Okay, so I have, is it 7 episodes or 8?
7.
So I have
I
2
believe
left.
it's 7.
Yeah. I just watched the 5th one where she puts the radar helmet on and discovers he's a bug. So.
Yeah. Did you watch Boba Fett?
Or not radar, the X-ray. Sorry.
Did you watch Boba Fett?
I did. I finished that. Yep.
What'd you think of that?
Josh?
I did as well, yes.
I love Boba Fett, and I'm really trying not to be one of these toxic Star Wars fans, but it was just so boring.
Yeah.
I was like, who's writing this? I don't know. Like, I don't know.
John Favreau. He wrote, I think he wrote all of them.
I know. It was,
Which is
don't know.
surprising to
I
me.
know.
that he
It's
wrote
just like
them.
it was slow moving, and like all this, the chase scenes were slow, and like it was just like those mod kids couldn't afford water, but they could afford brand new Vespas right off the factory floor. Like,
Well, what's his face? Fennec Shan had a speeder bike, and I'm like, oh my god, that moves really fast.
yeah.
Like, I was really impressed how quickly it moved, and I was like, oh, I guess
The rest of them are real slow. Yeah.
The Vespas for the mods, they looked incredibly slow. Like they didn't feel that there was any kind of movement almost with those bikes.
don't want to scuff up that paint job, you know. I
Right.
mean, come on.
You might lose a mirror.
I like they did a jump. Like there was in the chase, I believe they jumped a ramp,
Mm-hmm.
and I loved how it just kind of like hopped a little bit. It was just like, whoop.
Yeah. Well, and then they have their whole gang is like, there's the guy that's like
The one with the
Doctor
eye.
Who, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
with his cape, and like
I
then
thought
they-
one of them was very
the guy with the eye, and he did the spin, and you're like,
Yes,
why? What was the
yes.
point of that?
the Matrix spin.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he like spun around down to a knee to take a shot. It was overly dramatic, very Matrixy, very
It was a flourish and everything, and I was just
like Godzilla Final Wars. If you guys saw that at all.
But I love. Well, I haven't, but now I need to.
You should.
But I do enjoy that 2 of the 2 of the episodes were dedicated to a completely different character.
Oh sure.
And had nothing to do with the. Like there you go.
But see,
We know where our bread is buttered. All
But
right? We know where it is.
like I was saying last week to you, Francis. I mean, the show is really becoming Grogu and Friends.
It is.
You know, so like you could put whatever title you want there, but it all comes down to Grogu and Friends.
They're like, we know the fans are gonna wonder, is Grogu gonna go back to, you know?
Yeah. Well, and then there's this whole thing where they were like, oh, but didn't Luke Skywalker say that his first student was Ben? Or not,
Mhm.
it was Ben Solo, and like all this, and you know, and they're like, are they giving it away? And I was like, or are they just retconning, or just forgetting what they wrote?
I mean, you
or-
can argue that Leia was really his first student.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Right?
But again,
He
that
was
was
building in the temple and blah 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 blah. You
Right.
know.
well. Here's the thing: you can still say that Ben is still the first student because Grogu didn't stay. So
Right.
Grogu picked the shirt. He
Yeah.
wanted to accessorize with a shirt
Well,
instead
yeah.
of a lightsaber.
Which I think
bad
that-
choice.
I think when this series wraps up, you're gonna see him in Mando or Grogu in some sort of Mando armor with a lightsaber. Just
I mean,
like they talk
what
about.
people want is the helmet.
Go ahead.
No, did you want the helmet with the ears sticking out of the helmet? So
Oh, coming
that's what
out of the
people
helmet. Yes. Okay.
That's what I thought when he's like, "I'm gonna make this thing," and then I was like, "Oh my god, is it gonna be a little helmet? Is it gonna be a little helmet? It's not a little helmet."
Yeah. No,
Um,
you need the gigantic flowing robes because you can't see how this guy moves. Otherwise, you'll just
Oh my
be-
god! And every time he moves, it's like a western when he's like, like it's so ridiculous.
It's like you could jump. We've seen you
Yeah,
spin and do twirls. Like, why does it take you 20 minutes to walk? from
so
one end to the other?
ridiculous.
Mm.
Well, it was a fun series. It sucks that you found it boring, but hopefully, when Mandalorian comes back, it'll be different.
Are they doing a season 2? Does anyone know they're doing a season 2 of
I
Boba
have
Fett
no
or not?
idea.
I'm not
But
sure if
did
they're
you
going to
hear,
do a season 2 of Boba Fett or not, but I mean this Star Wars thing is going to continue going on. Hello there.
Oh, well,
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
None more pale. Savannah's fans are
Wait,
showing
what?
back up because Savannah's back.
Oh, there you go. What were you saying, Savannah? Though, what was going on?
The Boba Fett actor Tamura, he said that he would like to do a season 2, but he was like, maybe I hunt down Mace Windu,
hmm
and then everyone's like, what? He's dead.
No, he's not.
If you don't have a body,
No one
you
can
don't.
kill
You,
Samuel.
nobody's dead until you have a body.
We just assume that he was dead,
Mhm.
but and that was his
Speaking
whole
of
thing, so who
of
knows?
assumption,
But it's just speculation, and
well, assumption or speculated deaths. Cad Bane is still alive. That will be my
You think
prediction.
so?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
No
That
way.
blinking light on his chest was a indicator that he's still alive.
It's a respirator. It's
The heart
it's a-
monitor as well.
defibrillator.
It was a heart monitor and something to provide his lungs with air so he doesn't get force choked.
No, they need to look. They need to kill some. Look, no one dies except for people who don't want to do the movies anymore. But
True.
let them die. It's okay.
He's not.
He could die.
You
You
can't
don't need
get
Cad
rid
Bane
of.
for
You
everything.
can't get rid of
They-
Cad Bane that fast. That is a badass character.
What's his face? Mid credit scene was that dude getting brought back to life again from the mod guy.
Right, the
Tim
guy that got
Gillibrand.
shot in the shoulder.
Mhm.
That we're all supposed to feel
Well,
bad
oh,
for. He got shot in the shoulder,
um,
dude.
why can't I think of his name?
Timothy Oliphant. Oh no.
No,
Cade.
no,
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I don't know. But no,
the
but
sheriff.
the
Yeah.
sheriff guy, yeah.
I know. Are you trying to do the character's name or the actor's name?
Yes, the
Yeah,
character's
the
name.
character Yeah.
No, I don't know. Who's the sheriff of that
He's,
town?
can't think of it either.
Wayland Gibbons. He's Wayland Gibbons.
That's not what it is.
He, no, yeah,
Cat-
he.
Damn it.
Going on.
Well, he comes. Well, no. Look, yeah, they have to bring him back because he's gonna join Mando
Mhm.
as part of his Magnificent Seven.
Hob Vance.
Hob Vance. He needs a better name. He needs to be Wayland Gibbons. That's a name I remember. That's an easy name.
You go ahead and write them a letter.
Dear Star Wars.
Dear Star Wars,
When
how dare you?
people were upset that the Obi-Wan show isn't airing on May the 4th.
Mm.
Wait,
It's just do it. It's May the 25th. Just do May the 4th
Yeah,
because it makes
I
more
know.
sense.
nope.
But they still got to. It had
Nope.
3 weeks to re-edit things. Make sure they get all the guys wearing jeans out of the background.
There's jeans in the Star Wars universe.
Well, there's not.
Yeah, they have lowriders there and everything. The hip huggers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They got some Star Wars apple bottoms.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I want to see like Star Wars Uggs made out of tauntaun for
Just as a side thing, I have no idea what the quality of this cast is going out, because I keep getting notifications all over my screen that the frames are just dropping like flies left and right. So I apologize if this sucks, but the audio's good.
Okay. I just sent you guys a text and I need to log off right now. So
Okay.
I'll text you in a bit, but I need to go lay down.
Okay.
Lay down.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry, Ginger.
All right. Well.
No. I hope you didn't have any questions specific to Savannah.
I didn't.
Okay.
Oh yeah. She needed to bounce.
Yeah, I
you
just saw
can.
the text.
Yeah. So Valentine's. All right for you then, Francis, since that was the original thing.
No, well, Martha doesn't celebrate Valentine's Day, so we didn't do any Valentine's Day anything.
Okay.
So it was pretty quiet. Instead, I spent the weekend catching up with old friends. Like I did nothing. I caught up with our old friend, artist Sarah Veron.
Oh, how's Sarah?
That was fun. Doing well.
Good.
Still living the good life. But yeah, catching up with people, and that's all I did. Because, she doesn't celebrate, so we don't. It's like every day. I love how people left. That Savannah's not here.
No, right.
Every day is Valentine's Day for Martha and I. But yeah, we did celebrate. I keep saying there's. It's fascinating to me to see kind of Facebook and Twitter during Valentine's Day, because it's like, oh man, there's a lot of single people out there.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. Later this week, we're going to a fancy dinner place.
In lieu of Valentine's Day, like this is a Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah, well, the place we're going to does like I don't know what they call it, but Thursday is like a date night type of thing for this place. So
Okay.
I was like, well, you're off on Thursday. You've never been to this place. It's a fancy spot. Let me treat you to a fancy spot.
Ooh.
So, maybe I get some brownie points or something. I don't know, but
Do you need brownie points?
I don't
for this
need.
person?
I don't know. I don't need brownie points. I'm just saying, like, just doing something special. I haven't got to do that with anybody for like 6 years. So, this companion will, is down for it. So, you're gonna let me spoil you. I'm going to spoil you.
That's good.
Yeah.
You should be able to spoil someone every once in a while.
I think so. We were spoiled this past weekend with an array of fun commercials during the football thing that was happening.
Well, we could call it Super Bowl now that it's over.
What if somebody listens to this next year just prior to that?
I think we're still safe because we know it's the day after the Superb Owl. Big game.
I wasn't really paying much attention to the Super Bowl, to the big game, because I was editing last week's show. But the commercials were happening. I tried to pay attention to the commercials, and Savannah had to go because reasons. They would be break.
Yeah. No, she said it out loud. She said she wasn't feeling well. So
yeah, she wasn't feeling very well.
Yeah, she said it out loud. Yeah.
So she had to bounce, and she bounced very quickly. She even said goodbye to you, Ginger.
Yes, yeah. You were name called. You were name called.
You were named. No, you were
shouted out.
You were shouted out. Yes.
It's not name called. It was shouted
out. What the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, so commercials. I was trying to pay attention to commercials. Apparently there was a Barbie commercial that a lot of people liked from Rocket Mortgage, I think. But the one that got my attention, two of them, I guess, was the cable guy. Cable Guy commercial. That one was good. You didn't watch any of it, so you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, I only saw two things, or the only things I cared about were the trailers, the movie trailers that came out for Doctor Strange and for Moon Knight.
I missed both of those. I missed both of those.
No.
But the thing that got me was the Austin Powers commercial.
Oh, I love
the entire cast, at least from part 2 on, because it was younger number 2, not older.
Oh,
number
it wasn't.
2.
Oh God, what's his face?
Is it Borland?
No. I'll get the cast up. But
yeah, so it wasn't older number 2. It was younger number 2. Seth Green. Obviously, what's his face? Austin Powers. What the fuck is Austin? Mike Myers. And the lady that played Frau Farbissina. Here's the thing.
Oh, Mindy Sterling. Yeah.
I stopped everything I was doing and to pay attention to that commercial because Frau Farbissina looks exactly the same as she did 20 years ago.
Robert Wagner was number 2, so it's the younger one. Whoever he is.
Yeah, well, whoever that guy is. But they all came back, and then Seth Green had a baby. So when
sure.
So it cuts back to Mike Meyer, Uncle Nasty, Dr. Evil, and he's like, I will call him something mini baby or something like that, or mini me or something. It was funny. It was a funny commercial. They tried to do the zip it, thing, but with a new saying, and it didn't work, but it was still a funny commercial.
Austin Powers 4 apparently is announced. So
okay,
the 4th Austin Powers.
Okay, well then that would make sense why you had the entire cast there. Well, I say entire cast, but most of it. You know what's his face is going to be it. Will Ferrell will be in it at some point.
At some point.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I thought that was.
I'm going to see this commercial.
Yeah, I'm sure it's out there. All those commercials, I'm pretty sure, are out there to consume. So you should check it out. I don't know what to talk about next.
It's too bad you didn't see you didn't see the trailers though.
I did not see the trailers, really the thing is I really like Moon Knight as a character because if I'm remembering correctly, unless I'm mixing it up with somebody else, Moon Knight can mimic all your fighting moves.
You are thinking someone else, but okay, that's okay.
Fuck me then. It looks a lot like Moon Knight then.
Yeah, it's oh god, I can't remember, but yeah, there's a character who she was in, it's usually originally a he,
usually
or a she in Black Widow. Black Widow was the main villain in Black Widow, was the guy who can pretty much mimic anyone's moves and did, which is so great. If you ever watch Black Widow, you'll see this guy it's a girl, so but she does all of like Captain America's moves and. Like you could see the fighting style change as it goes along. It's really impressive. But yeah, Moon Knight is more of has multiple personalities and is crazy, but can kill. So there you go.
Well, I mean, there you go.
Killing Batman.
What? Killing Batman?
Yeah, they always compare him to Batman because he's like, Moon Knight and whatever. Like they just always compare him to Batman. But yeah.
I just looked up Mimic, Marvel Mimic, and there's a character named Mimic in the Marvel universe, so that got me nowhere.
There is a Mimic character, yeah, but I think it's something else. I forget the name of it's not Vigilante, but something else.
Right,
yeah.
I can't think of it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, Futurama.
Coming back.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I am to a point. Knowing that... what's it called? Is John DiMaggio? John DiMaggio hasn't signed on to come back as Bender and 1,000 other voices on that show. If John DiMaggio doesn't come back and they recast Bender, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I heard that the person who's doing the Fry voice wasn't coming back either, or was still in negotiations of coming back.
Last I heard, he was in.
Oh, okay, good. I don't know.
Billy West. Billy West is his name.
Billy West. Are we excited for it to come back?
I love Futurama. I loved it when it got canceled the first time, the second time, and the third time. Well, it didn't get canceled. It just ran out. It ran its course by the third time.
3 days. Oh God.
3
days ago.
Yeah.
It says Futurama fans threatened to boycott Hulu revival over potential recasting of Bender.
I just don't think you don't have the same show without John DiMaggio doing that voice.
Yeah.
You know, so, and not to mention like I said, the 50 other voices he also provided on that show.
Yeah.
For other characters, even if they were background characters or seldomly used characters, they're characters he voiced, and you would lose a lot of that.
I don't think it happens if he doesn't join that.
Right.
I don't think it happens if he doesn't sign.
Right.
Get signed a contract.
I hope it happens though. I really do. Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's I guess. I mean, they're like bringing King of the Hill back too. Like, do new things. Do new things.
Sure.
Guys.
Well, you should always do new things. But I have an uncle that did work on both Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill for Mike Judge. So if King of the Hill is coming back, I'm cool with that because Beavis and Butthead is also coming back.
This is the fifth time.
This is
the fifth time that Beavis came back.
My other favorite cartoon of my youth. Yes, there's a movie that's coming out that's going to age them into adulthood. And then
my God.
And then I don't know what happens after that, but the 200 plus episodes will be available soon on the cock.
Well, they need something because Peacock is just drowning right now.
I mean, you got the Olympics right now, so that helps.
Nobody's watching the Olympics.
I am. I guess I'm the only one that is.
You and our friend Jeff are both watching the Olympics. I know no one else is watching the Olympics. They had the lowest ratings for that opening ceremony. I think it was like down 50%. For that.
Well, there's a lot of people that are boycotting the whole thing. I'm guessing because it's in China. Maybe that's why they're doing it. But like,
it is.
My viewpoint is like you shouldn't. I mean, you do whatever the fuck you want. But the athletes are still, they still worked hard the last, whole life of their life to get to that point. And if you're going to be mad at anybody, you should be mad at the Olympic Committee because they're the ones that chose China as a country to host the damn thing. China, maybe, I don't know. Maybe China threw up a whole bunch of money at the Olympic Committee and said, look at all this money. You should choose us. Maybe that happened. I don't know. We don't wear tinfoil fucking hats on this show. Fucking
no. That's what they do though. You bid for your city. So you put money on the table and whoever.
Okay. Well, if
you got it,
be mad at the Olympic Committee then, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's cool to just not even pay attention to these people that have been working their asses off their entire lives to get to where they are.
And I think the other reason is that, with the Summer Olympics was just like a couple months ago.
That is true. That is true. And
they're used to the 2 hours. People are used to the 2 hours and the 2-year thing.
And to be fair, X Games took place a week before the Winter Olympics started. Not that anybody gives a fuck about the X Games anymore, but they just had, and all the events that you're seeing for like skiing and snowboarding at the Olympics, they all just happened 2 weeks ago at the X Games.
Yeah. I'm looking at it now. It's just like, I mean, yeah, look, I hope people get. Yeah, you're right. I'm not a big Olympics fan, even though somebody posted a picture of someone who was doing curling,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just this really it was an out of shape individual,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, yeah, well, okay. I mean, it's still a sport. Like
Sure.
bowling is still a sport. You can't judge it by the large man who threw the stone down the
Right.
ice. You just can't.
And let me tell you something. Curling is relaxing as shit if you turn the volume off. Because when the volume's
no,
on
but
and you're
it-
watching it, there's a lot of screaming and yelling, and sometimes it's in foreign languages. And even when it's in English, you don't understand what they're screaming or why they're screaming it. And the commentators are like right out of fucking NPR. They're like the most boring fucking voices you've ever heard. Yeah, I just threw all of NPR into the fucking bus.
That's okay.
And
NPR knows.
if you turn
NPR knows that.
yeah, right. And I turn the volume off and I do something, I got something else, going in the audio in the room, and you just watch curling. It's so relaxing.
But then you want to hear the sweeping though.
I don't.
The sweeps of the rooms.
I don't.
That's so ASMR.
Francis, I don't even like wearing winter coats and walking in them because they sound like when you walk.
Yeah, because of the material. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like walking on snow that's really cold because it crunches and makes noise.
Oh, the crunching. Oh,
I don't like that. I live in a city. I live in a state that's fucking got snow, not as much as Savannah. I realize it doesn't get as cold as where Savannah lives either. But I don't live there. So it gets fucking cold here. And I hate it.
Oh, props to Norway and Germany and the U.S. Top 3. Norway number 1 with 26 medals,
Oh.
12 gold medals. Good
Damn.
for them.
Well, they get a lot of.
But they live in an icy, snowy country.
Yeah, I was
anyway,
gonna
so,
say. Well, Swiss and Bullets loves the snow and the snow crunch. Right on. I hate winter clothing. I hate I hate the way winter
you're-
sounds when you're walking. I don't like being cold. Damn it.
You're in the wrong state.
I'm in the right state. It just happens to suck here about 6 months out of the year. And most people love
You know
it.
a place that never. I was gonna say, you know a place that never snows? California.
Not true, because it does snow up north.
Well, okay, I meant like.
I know.
yes,
Nobody
and
considers
we have
nobody
mountains
cons-
where it's not- yeah.
Nobody considers up north California. That's just like lower Oregon and shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like Eureka or something. Yeah. Nobody
Right.
considers that. But yeah, and we do. I do live by mountains close enough where it does snow, and it's very nice.
Yeah, LA's not really outside of the foothills. Not really. No, it's
We're-
kind of surrounded
We're a
by
desert.
It. Yeah.
We are a desert, and we don't know what to do with ourselves.
Well, see, that's the thing about Colorado is everybody forgets that it's a high desert. So when it gets to 100 degrees, people are complaining. I'm like, you guys forget it's still a fucking desert. Just because there's buildings here doesn't mean it's not a desert still.
That's why weed was legalized. It's a high desert.
Yes. There's no way to transfer out of that. So I had a fun TV idea, and I don't know if it actually is because it's very niche. So I'm gonna throw it at you, and you'll probably agree with it because you fall into the same kind of category as me. But
Oh, do I? Okay.
well, we like the same kind of shit.
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part. So my idea, and it wasn't totally my idea because it was like cultivated through other voices at work and whatnot. But
Oh, okay.
I was bouncing ideas. But I think there's a new Muppet show should come out. But it should be the Muppets.
Well, they did.
Hang on. It should be the Muppets
Okay.
playing Dungeons and Dragons. But it cuts to the you see them playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it cuts to the fantasy, and the fantasy is done by actors and then voiced by the Muppets. So think Drunk History. But
that's so complicated. Oh man.
but it works.
Okay.
Dude, fucking
So there's going to be
Discord
a dude.
Discord is like shitting all over this. It's fine. Whatever.
So you're telling me then that there is you want it to where like Kermit is a large Viking warrior, and then when you go into the action and it's a large Viking warrior, he just sounds like, "Hello."
Yeah. No, I'm saying it's
I am a large Viking.
no, that was pretty good. Yeah, no, it's Kermit sitting there at the table, regular sized Kermit sitting at the table. Maybe he has a Viking hat on. I don't know how he plays Double Dare, how he plays Dungeons and Dragons. Muppet Double Dare would be awesome as well. But yeah, so yeah, every time, so it cuts back and forth between this live action and the Muppets, and it would be fun as hell. I'm gonna pitch it.
Yeah. Swiss and Bullet says Harmon Quest with Muppets.
I don't know what Harmon Quest is, so
well, I will look it up because I don't know what Harmon Quest is either.
Swiss and Bullets is
it's an
awesome.
animated series.
Swiss and Bullets, if anything is good for throwing out references, nobody understands. I can say that because
Comedic journey. So Dan Harmon is in this show, and it is Dan Harmon and friends as they participate in a fantasy role-playing game. And it's similar except it's Muppets. Okay.
Well,
All right.
that's what I
Cool.
would do. I think that would be awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently
Yeah,
this.
quite the cast. Oh my god.
What's that?
Yeah,
Oh,
quite cast.
the Harmon Quest.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Sure. Why not? No, you're not. Let's make it happen.
Yes,
I think that it would be
did,
a fun,
They did make that most recent Muppet show where it was like kind of like The Office or Parks and Rec meet the Muppets, and it just didn't work. The show before that one just didn't work either.
So Muppets, yeah. So that works. I think that works as the Muppets being able to do, especially since D&D has finally made it mainstream. They finally made it into pop culture in a way that people like. They watch people talk about Critical Role, and that's a very, and I think. I don't know. I think G4 still. I think the reincarnation of G4 does a similar type of thing too.
Yeah, they're still on.
I don't watch G4 anymore.
They're still on. I think 3. Oh, they're on every day, but the big 2 shows, X-Play and Attack.
And
I think X-Play is on Tuesdays and Attack is on Thursdays.
Okay.
And the format of
So,
Attack is a lot different how it used to be. Did you ever watch Attack back in the day?
I did, yes. Yeah.
So you know how they do like Around the Net, and they'd show 3 or 4 or 5 videos, and they go on to the next segment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now Around the Net is about 45 minutes long because they
oh wow.
So it's Kevin as the main host, and then they have like 5 other hosts come in and do segments basically of Around the Net with him before they break out into the next thing. But they kind of doubled down.
There's definitely much more internet now than there was 10 years ago. So that makes sense.
I mean, there's much more internet than there was 10 days ago as well.
Yeah.
None of it's coming into this house right now, but there is more internet out there. Yeah, so funny enough, Francis, we have gone through all of my bullet points already, minus 1. So yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how long we could stretch anything else out here before we get into that.
Well,
So I'm putting you on the
we'll
spot.
find something.
I'm putting you on the spot, basically.
No, that's okay. I mean, like, I think, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of what else happened in the last week. I mean, the thing is, we could have really made a segment if you had watched the Doctor Strange trailer, because there's so much content on the Doctor Strange trailer. It's pretty impressive.
I keep transferring the screen for some reason. Oops, sorry.
Uh-oh, yes, we are starting to freeze, Ginger. I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. It's internet is a fickle thing.
Yeah, when there's only there's only 56 kilobytes going through this, and now there's 0. So when
we were talking, so it's not us because I'm talking to you just fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm looking at the live stream now, and it is hiccuping all over the place.
All right.
Well, we're almost. We have a little bit left.
Yeah, we do have a little bit left here. We'll get through it, and then I'll figure something out for next week because this is unacceptable. All right, so I'm just
fickle mistress.
It's a fickle bitch. Yeah, so we don't really have anything to stretch out anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the last thing I have as a topic to annoy the shit out of Francis. I have a new segment.
If Savannah were here, it would have been an issue.
I know, right?
She's unfortunately not well.
But
all right, go for it. Hit it.
Yeah, we have music for the new segment. Hang on.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Yes, it is still real to me, damn it. It is the new wrestling segment on the show. Breaking news as of a few hours ago. Cody Rhodes, one of the executive vice presidents of All Elite Wrestling, started the company with a few other names. AEW announced this morning that he and his wife have left the company, left the position of EVP, and is a free agent.
Oh.
The dirt sheets.
That's good.
The dirt sheets out there in the world are all saying that he's going to go back to WWE.
Why?
I think it's all a work. I think this is all just to get people talking. He'll go away for a little while, be a parent. They just had their first kid, and then come back later. But officially leave the company.
Yeah, it sounds like a stunt.
Oh yeah, the internet's split between it's a work brother, it's a shoot work. You worked yourself into a shoot brother. It's it's very interesting if you're a wrestling fan.
I mean, to me, it sounds like what if that's why is this guy so important though? Like, what makes this guy a big deal?
So when he used to be part of WWE back in the day, and was not being used properly. Big surprise. WWE doesn't know how to use people. They use them. They just don't use them properly. And he left the company. He went on to do a big indie run through Japan and through the United States through indie promotions. Through that, he met some of the other people that he's in. The 4 or 5 of them all came together, found Tony Khan, the billionaire, and said, "Hey, we have this idea for a wrestling organization." And Tony Khan was like, "I'm down for it. Pops gave me all of my inheritance money now, so let's do this." And between Cody Rhodes, Tony Khan, a brother, 2 brothers that go by the Young Bucks, and another wrestler named what the fuck is his name? Kenny something or other. Doesn't matter. I'm high.
Powers? Kenny Rogers?
No, Kenny something. Kenny Omega.
Okay.
So they built All Elite Wrestling. The five of them did. And then Tony Khan was like, "Okay, Bucks, Omega, Rhodes, you guys are my executive vice presidents of the company." Which really EVP is a nothing title, really. It just means that you kind of have somebody says we're going to do this tonight, and you have the control to be like, I don't think that's a good idea. That's basically all. It's kind of like being a producer. You're there, but you don't really have any main say. You advise, I guess. Sometime last year, there was a report that a lot of their creative control, the EVP's creative control to come up with matches and storylines, was taken from them and given to Tony Khan because he's the owner of the company.
Oh, okay.
And there were also reports of backstage drama between those same names that I was mentioning before and Cody. Like their friendship was, falling apart. Not wrestling,
right?
Actually falling apart. So in the wrestling show, there is leading up to, I didn't get the contract I wanted. Tony hasn't given me the contract I wanted. They made it part of the storyline.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden this morning, like 8:00 this morning, the statement goes out that, yep, he left the company. He's done. He and his wife are done. They thanked everybody. And that's why a lot of people think it's a shoot, meaning that it's real, because he thanked all of these charities that he and his wife were personally working with via AEW. So I think it would be kind of a shit thing on the company if it was a work to have him come back right away. I think it's a shoot in the sense of they're going to go away and be parents for a year and a half, and then come back.
I mean, how reliable is the Bleacher Report?
Of the dirt sheets that are out there, I believe Bleacher is one of the trusted ones.
It says booking Cody Rhodes at WWE WrestleMania 38 after shocking AEW exit.
That has been something I've seen this afternoon. The most common thing being that he would show up at the very end of WrestleMania and deliver some sort of finishing move to
announcement
to the winner of the very last match of WrestleMania to announce his arrival in his coming back to WWE. That's been the thing talked about all afternoon. I thought it was interesting enough to insert bumper music, because my phone blew up this morning of just Twitter stuff happening, and I was amazed. I thought it was all fake, but then more and more reputable company or news sites and companies, whatever, were like, nope, this is real. There's a guy who's deep. He's got moles all over the wrestling world. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer Radio, I believe is what it's called. He was like, nope, this is legit. He left the company, and his management team has been in talks with WWE.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it'll be interesting. I would be shocked if he went back, but you never know. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of speculation as to what's going to happen to him now that he's. I mean, because he may not sign to WWE exclusively. I mean, he doesn't have to if he's free agent, I suppose. But
no,
I don't know how any of that works.
If you go to Vince, he gobbles you up. So since you got the internet machine there right in front of you, look up WWE, wrestler, Stardust. And you will see what Cody Rhodes.
Stardust? Okay.
Yes, you will see what Cody Rhodes used to look like as he wrestled with WWE.
Oh, with the
face
star
paint
on his face
and the onesie outfit, and the joke today has been. Go ahead.
So he's a part of Kiss.
No, but Yeah, I see where you're going there. But one of the jokes, one of the memes I saw today was Cody Rhodes arrives back in WWE on day one, and there's Vince with the Stardust costume and a thing of face paint. Like, are you ready, pal? Insanity.
Well,
but you know what else is
hopefully-
insanity is this fucking stream that's going out right now, and the thousands of frames that I've dropped. Apparently, I keep getting notifications that take over my entire screen about how much this stream sucks.
just have them all in your hand, and then you just open them.
Yes.
Fall to the floor.
Yes.
Just dropping all those pixels. Just.
At least the audio is solid. So you know what, folks? If you didn't like the video quality, wait till you hear the audio quality.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess that's the rub, right? Like, if you don't get to hear it live, those who hear it in post, on the podcast pulling machines,
and it's without interruption. It's without skipping, unless your internet sucks to your phone device.
Yeah, but it downloads.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but you should download it. Then it's no big deal. So let's get the fuck out of here before this gets any worse, Francis.
Oh man! All right.
You can find Savannah on the Instagrams at Master of Raptors. That's the only place you can find her until she decides to be found elsewhere. So you can check out her and her new boo. Francis, where can people find you on the internets?
Just go to AKA the other guy on all my socials. You'll find my links to websites and stuff there. Yeah, exciting times. Woo!
You can make sure to purchase the book that Francis is a part of, so you can help his royalty check go from $5 to maybe $10. That would be cool.
Or $5.50.
Or $5.50 even.
Yeah.
But good on you for getting a royalty check. I don't get any of those, so good on you. You can find me. Go ahead. What?
No, I was just like, yeah. I was just agreeing.
Yeah. You can find me at 303_ninja on the Twitters, 303ninja on the Instagram. You can call us voicemail or call into the show and text 314-764-7631. POI Pod 1 if you want to remember it. You can do the Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. You can find all of that at POI Podcast, and email us at thepoipodcast@gmail.com. We will read your email, play your voicemails, read your texts. I'll read your test, maybe your pregnancy test or your COVID test. I'll read it for you if you want. Doesn't mean I'll give you the right answer, but I'll read it for you. But that's everything.
You are not the father.
Yes, I will put on my Maury Povich wig. I'll get a manila folder. I'll set up a stage behind me here. I'll get an audience, a live audience to chant. See, I only got a one syllable name though, so that doesn't work.
I know you can't say Jerry. Yeah.
Right. Josh. See, that doesn't work.
Jayhawks.
That doesn't even really work. I don't know. But before I got to play the music 3 times, that's where you can find all of us. We'll be back here next Tuesday around the same time.
Guess.
There, that's better. That's better. But that's the show for this week. Hopefully, better internet next week. Sorry. We'll try better next time, I guess. That's everything. We'll see you next time. Bye.